Scenes of Yoo Jae-suk and Hang Out With You team on My Dearest was edited out because of the viewers. Cameo appearances of Hang Out With You cast members in MBC drama My Dearest edited out after viewer backlash. On the October 14th broadcast of the MBC variety show Hang Out With You, it showed Yoo Jae-suk with the members taking their cameo roles in the hit historical drama My Dearest. In the early part of this show, Kim Sung-yong, the director of My Dearest, explained the reason why they cast the Hang Out With You team. He said, the writer didn't want to only show the tough parts of the captives. She wanted to have some captives who were witty and funny too. It was a perfect match. The lines were perfect for you. We can see all of the cast members including Yoo Jae-suk, Ha-ha, Joo Woo-jae, Park Jin-joo, Lee Yi-kyung, Lee Mi-joo were given small roles for the special scenes. On that evening, when episode 12 of My Dearest aired, the cameo scene of the first take of Yoo Jae-suk and Ha-ha appeared.
이거 바위가 몇
However, some viewers with the seriousness didn't find the light-hearted cameo scene amusing. They complained that the unnecessary appearance of the Hang Out With You cast members took away from the serious tone of My Dearest, which depicts the suffering of Joseon people during the Qing invasion, including the violent separation of two lovers. When episode 13 aired on October 20th, the additional cameo scenes of the members including Joo Woo-jae, Park Jin-joo, Lee Yi-kyung, and Lee Mi-joo were not to be found. The viewer waiting for the appearance of Yoo Jae-suk and teams are feeling upset and suspecting that MBC chose to edit out the cameo scenes because of the backlash. They said that too much interference with the artwork can make its quality go down. Nevertheless, the cameo scene of Yoo Jae-suk and Ha-ha in episode 15 appeared. After this episode was aired, the suspicion of the viewers is rising. Some said they were restoring the cameo scene because many people complained about cutting the scene in episode 13. They discussed that MBC decided to edit out the scene on episode 13 because of the alleged accusations that Hang Out With You team is riding the success of My Dearest. And then they decide again to include more of the already filmed cameo scenes because of the counteract. Anyhow, the cameo scenes of Hang Out With You team end in only the appearance of Yoo Jae-suk and Ha-ha on episodes 12 and 15. The scenes of the members in episode 13 were edited out of the drama My Dearest. Some comment of the net scenes and viewer of My Dearest and Hang Out With You are: honestly, it was a very light comedy. I expected it to be kinda over the top, but it wasn't even that bad. I think they're overreacting about it. I think the problem is the fact that the cameos are supposed to be comedic in a very serious drama. I think people would have been okay if this wasn't an extension of the comedy skits they've been doing on their shows, but an actual acting with great lines, which is connected to the drama's plot. Should people not laugh at all in times of hardship? And that's why nobody gets anything good. Everything gets backlashed. So let's just throw everything out and everyone gets nothing. I watched the Hang Out With You episode. The director wanted some light humors in times of hardship as the oppressed people find ways to cope and survive. People are so sensitive over everything. I feel sorry for the other members. They worked so hard, but in the end, every scene was edited out. What do you think about it?